Long ago in a distant land, Mojo Jojo and him once were cool. Wait, what are you talking about? Okay, let me explain. Mojo Jojo and him, think about it. Mojo Jojo has chemical X. He's green. What else looks like chemical X and has a green face? Yep, Aku's whole body, and him, tall, creepy, shape-shifty. Who else does that? And is thin but terrifying. Exactly. Aku. But how could Aku be Mojo Jojo and him? You know that weird board that pops up in both universes? The one with the doggy, or should I say, dodgy vibe. Behind it lies a destroyed lab. A lab with a time machine. A time machine that erases memory when you use it. It's a different one. You don't just enter the time machine and then go back in time and you're still old. Okay, you literally go back in time when you use this time machine. And it was built by none other than the Professor Utonium. I will explain this later. Or should I say, Samurai Jack. Oh,
slow down!
This explains nothing. Fine. Long ago, an innocent monkey named Mojo Jojo was blasted with chemical X. Professor Utonium fell, hit his head, and he forgot everything, including the lab he created, the time machine lab back at that doggy bot. He started a new life in Townsville under a new name. He even forgot his kung fu skills. The girls fight Mojo Jojo. They fight him, and eventually the show ends. That's what we know. You remember Bunny, the unstable Powerpuff Girl who went kaboom? Then Chemical X counts down. The girls explode too. It's not shown on the show, obviously, for obvious reasons. Leaving Townsville without a hero, Mojo Jojo survived. Of course, he's an enhanced monkey, not just sugar and spice. Okay, he was not made from thin air like the girls. But Chemical X isn't done. Slowly, it detaches from Mojo Jojo, almost turning him into the normal monkey. Him is around when this happens, and at a villain party where they're celebrating the girl's demise. So the Chemical X swallows Mojo Jojo and him, and from that chaos, Aku rises, since now he's got the entire Chemical X, which he was missing. He needed that. He got that from the girls when they demised, and then he became full when the Chemical X detached from Mojo Jojo. Now, remember, Aku never truly dies. In Samurai Jack, every defeat he says, "I'll be back, Samurai." That's truth. Aku respawns in a timeline where Utonium has no memory of being Samurai Jack. Right? He approaches him. "Samurai Jack?" Utonium blinks. "Who are you?" "I am Aku." Right. Aku responds, right, in a timeline where Utonium has no memory of being Samurai Jack. So now after hearing this name, Aku, the nightmares that Utonium was having, they now start to make sense. Utonium runs to his lab, pulls a rope, a katana, so he ties his hair to a ponytail. Samurai Jack is back. He remembers the lab, the time machine, and knows he has to undo Aku's rise. He grabs the survivors, which in this case is the mayor and the talking dog, okay? Because almost the entire town is obliterated at this point. He jumps into the time machine, miscalculates, lands too far back, becomes Kid Samurai. The mayor merges with the dog. Time machine self-destructs. The mayor merges with the dog with one eye closed and part of glasses on the other, open eye. But Aku, being Aku, opens the portal anyway, and that prophecy about Jack defeating him, that was deja vu. Fast forward, Samurai meets Ashi, Aku's daughter, who also carries Chemical X. They fight, they fall in love, they destroy Aku. Ashi disappears, a ladybug lands in Jack's hand, last traces of Chemical X from Ashi. Jack tries to recreate Ashi, builds the time machine, studies science, but the portal would bring back Aku. So he never really uses it. Instead, he experiments with a guinea pig. A guinea pig, whom at this point is the monkey that he found at the forest. And the ladybug's Chemical X. So one extra ingredient and boom, the Powerpuff Girls are born. Jack hits his head, forgets everything, becomes Professor Utonium, and then Mojo Jojo is born from that monkey that was being used as a guinea pig. Girls dedicate their lives to fighting evil. But what about him? Aku wasn't done. Not all Chemical X went into him. Not all Chemical X went into Mojo Jojo. The leftover fragments became him. Not Aku anymore, just traces of Aku. His true name, too terrifying to say, so he's called him in the Powerpuff Girls universe, which is short for his Infernal Majesty. Incomplete. always chasing Chemical X to become Aku again, fighting the girls every chance that he gets. Eventually, the girl saga happens, and they are destroyed. Find out what happens next. Before you find out what happens next, Aku could easily destroy Samurai Jack, but he doesn't. Instead, he throws him into the future. Because the thing is, if Aku destroys Samurai Jack never becomes Professor Utonium. And if Professor Utonium does not exist, then the time machine is not built. If the time machine is not built by Professor Utonium, then Aku is not revived. If Aku is not revived, Ashi does not exist. It's a whole thing.